Think so.
Okay. Alright. This is Melissa with Rick, Bob, and Todd doing my MGMT 600 interview. If you guys would please just introduce yourselves and explain the role you have here at your company.
I'm Bob Case. I'm the CEO.
I'm Todd Barnhart, I'm the president.
I'm Rick Reeder, I'm the COO.
Okay. What type of company is Gardner and what product or service do you guys provide?
We are a professional services company that provides energy solutions and HVAC energy solutions for buildings in northern Ohio.
What is the competitive advantage?
Our people.
Your people?
Mm-hmm.
How about your disadvantage?
Our disadvantage is that we're usually not the cheapest person that pursues our clients.
And I think on that, our team is really good at picking up new technology, new things, and learning it quickly. We kind of say we're experts at becoming experts, so again, it's our people, but we're very good at that.
Okay. Now, as far as your company within your industry, what is your target market?
I think all people that have facilities, but predominantly in the institutional kind of facilities and structures, hospitals, healthcare, municipalities, industrial. Those are typically our targets.
Commercial buildings.
Commercial. Has the company ever been involved in international trade?
Many years ago, the Corps of Engineers did work in other parts of the country, and we were involved with providing material for that because there were some local contractors who got involved in that business. But other than that, no.
No international.
Is there just no interest to go that route? Is it better to stay domestic as far as our company is concerned?
Yes.
What are the goals of our company as far as future plans?
Our mission is build mutually beneficial relationships with our clients and our associates. So that's our number one, most far-reaching goal. And then, you know, our vision is that we produce high performance results for our clients so that they get actual value out of what we bring to them. So we try to have our whole team focused on those two things.
As far as your guys' roles as the officers of the company, what do you feel your biggest aspects are in what you attribute to it? Like, for example, if you were the financial officer, are you more focused on making sure you maintain budget, or are you really trying to improve revenues? Does that make sense?
Well, my part is to keep people focused on building those relationships with our clients and our associates and producing results. I think Rick he also wears another hat, which is the CFO, which you were alluding to, and he could tell you what his focus is there.
Well, most financial results are looking in the rearview mirror. Be nice to say we could always predict. The companies that predict well generally manipulate their numbers to make sure they make that number every quarter, every year. We manage behaviors here to drive financial results. Okay, and when we don't get the financial results we were hoping for or forecasting for, we go back to the behaviors to see whether or not we did the correct behaviors, and then we try to get to the root cause. Building a business is like a three-legged stool. You know, if you jack up that tripod in front, that tripod right there, a half inch, that whole thing's going to wobble. Okay, and that's basically the way a business is. The idea is to build all four corners of the business a couple inches at a time, so it's level.
Yeah, and my goal really is to help kind of craft that strategic direction following the mission and vision that Bob described, and work with our team, as Rick mentioned, to manage their behaviors a little bit, to kind of move them in that strategic direction, and then carry that to the market. So our clients are kind of seeing that mission and that vision and the strategy that we see going forward.
Now, as far as your officer roles, do you see any area where you see needs improvement as far as leadership, or do you guys have a strong leadership control?
I think we have strong leadership. Control is a different thing. You know, we lead, and we strongly believe that we're an entrepreneurial company. That's our strength. And so we lead. We try to nudge everybody to follow along the right direction, but we give our people a lot of latitude to do their job, because that creates way more brain power and way more diversity of solutions that the three of us wouldn't come up with. So we lead, not necessarily control.
So you serve more as like a guide to your employees as far as them having their ideas and seeing where their ideas can like take us, as far as like projects and stuff?
Yeah, we want them to share their ideas on how they get the solution for the client, how they get real results for the client.
But being privately owned and being entrepreneurial, you know, the decision making, and you've probably seen it since you've been here, is right here. And people have input. There's not a lot of ego up at the executive level at all. So unlike some corporations where you have a policy or procedure of people making decisions that you're not even aware or don't even know who they are, here it's all done right here, and that makes it us much more agile.
Right, it seems it's more mutual here, whereas other corporations you see the structure of how you're supposed to follow a chain of command, but they have the flexibility here now too. Any pointers or comments to give future business ventures kind of advice?
Well, I think as being a small independent company is the only kind of business I could give any advice on. It's the only kind of business I'd ever want to be in, because you can make a difference here. That's exciting to me, that you can make a difference. Yeah. And so I think, you know, we work very hard to stay independent, entrepreneurial, so that we can do the things that are exciting to us and exciting to our associates, and bring value to the clients. So, you know, if you like that kind of thing, you got to stay small and stay independent. And you know, there's people that like process and standard work and things like that. Personally, it doesn't do much for me, but so, you know, I think it depends on what the individual's like. There's advantages to each. If we don't do manufacturing, we hardly ever do the same thing twice. It's always a little bit different, and so we have to be adaptive. And this is the kind of business that can do that.
And I think if you're in the services business, like Bob said, we're not a manufacturer. You got to think about the client. Too often today, a lot of corporations, when they're planning strategies or launching a new idea, the client, or the voice of the client, really doesn't even enter into it. And we have no business without our clients, so the client has to be a critical component of it.
And the other advantage of being in a small company is you get to see the results of your effort.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and so that's probably been the most rewarding thing. Bob and I have been doing this a long time. We've seen people like Todd grow to the point, you know, we get to, that's a non-monetary benefit to us to see people raise their level and step up to the plate. And so that's been very rewarding here over my 34 years here.
More of like the human characteristic of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact that it's going to be able to continue after we retire,
Right.
that's big, because we, you know, when I started we had 13 of us, and so now what's your comment? We feed 77 people or something like that.
Oh, 700 or almost 800 people.
Yeah, 800 people, and so it's a big thing. It's and so it's a feeling of helping these people grow and helping their families grow, and that it'll be continuing after us with Todd and other younger managers that have the same values that we do. That's very rewarding.
Okay.
All right. I think we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thanks.
I want to see that on Facebook.